everybody, to another presentation. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point guard position.
You look at the career of Paul George, and it's those passing numbers that have greatly improved, and he's an effective playmaker.
Now here's Edwards. Puts up a three. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac's looking to get deep into the paint. You look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection and great consistency.
Here's Leonard after the made shot from Norman Powell, and finished off by Leonard.
Already such a complete offensive player, yet every year Kawhi Leonard develops his handle just a little bit more.
Here's Edwards, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have. Injuries have been a factor the past couple of seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
Now here's Towns. Norman Powell unable to get his last shot to go.
The defense better make sure they're sticking to all four other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
Jackson passes to George. On the wing, Jackson. He's guarded by Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson kicks to Zubac. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Ball to the Timberwolves.
And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 4-point game. Powell against Edwards. Pass to Towns. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. George looking over the floor. Off target from outside. Minnesota off to a slow start. A nice shot by McDaniel.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Jackson with the bounce pass. Now Powell launches a three. Outside, George, 5 to shoot. Minnesota with the rebound. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Edwards finds Russell. Back to Edwards. Outside, Russell. Here's the three. Offensive rebound. Towns. And he hits it to tie the game up. Towns has got his second basket of the game.
And how about Towns there taking full advantage of that size, just dominating the glass on that second chance opportunity.
McDaniels passes to Towns.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Powell kicks to George. They could use a bucket. To the right side. Zubac with it. He's picked up by Russell. Leonard with no one around. Here's Zubac. Powell, the pass to George. The three. Hits it from three-point range.
That consistency from Paul George is staggering. Not a guy you can give looks like that to.
Outside Edwards. It's hauled in by Zubac.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Leonard against Gobert. Leonard dishes to Jackson. And another three for the Clippers.
Well, the defense wasn't ready for Jackson to pull that quick one.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Outside Edwards. Here's McDaniels. Rebound by the Clippers. Right side George. The shot misses. It could go. And that one is off. And that does it for the first quarter. Clippers lead by 4.
Here we go.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Out on the wings for him, Powell and George. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Timberwolves trail by 4.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to L.A., the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
Jackson, a screen on Edwards. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
An efficient score. Norman Powell can fill it up when given the opportunity.
He does score from anywhere on the floor, but it's defensive versatility that I think really helps him because he can match up with smaller guards. He can get underneath bigger wings. And that defense really allows him to stay on the floor to complement the other offensive players that are producing.
Jackson with it. He's got 5. Leonard looking around. Shoots the 3. The offensive rebound. Powell, no one around him. And again, no good by the Clippers. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line. Leonard with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Powell inside. Russell's there. The shot by Powell, no good. Timberwolves trail. Outside Russell. 20 feet out. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Leonard kicks to George. The three-pointer, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Towns. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Powell in the high post. Working on McDaniels. He can't hit that time. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Towns wide open. A miss that time would have put him up.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Outside, George. On the wing, Jackson. And with every season, Brent, it seems like the league gets more diverse and international. It certainly keeps the play interesting.
Well, the skill set of the younger players that come into the league is absolutely scintillating. And those different styles, those different techniques, that's the great thing about basketball is that you can find something within each player that you'd like to steal or borrow, but it's unique to them. So that's nice coordination as Russell seemed to know that he was going to get around the defense.
Jackson passes to George. And there's a minute 45 left here in the second. There's Jackson with the three. 5 on the clock. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Leonard against Towns. Leonard kicks to Jackson. Back to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. With some arc. And it's sent back by Russell. Foul for 3. No good on the shot. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Towns with it. Leonard picks him up. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
Now, here's George. 5 points in the game. Jackson passes to George. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Leonard with the steal. It's stolen by Edwards. To the paint. It's deflected. Leonard with the steal. And here's George. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. And the layup is good.
You see Paul George's focus that time. Opportunistic bucket, gets to the interior and does the work.
Pass to Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Jackson with the bounce pass. George with the screen on Edwards. Foul for 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Russell. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great hit.
Your Clippers, 17. The Timberwolves, 17.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Minnesota shooting at a decent 44% clip here. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point. Now, here's McDaniel. Just 5 to shoot for the lead. And the pass to Edwards. Takes the 3. And it's rebounded by Covington. Here's Los Angeles now. Outside, Batum. Covington's shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And there's some entertainment value in the windmill.
A rim shaker and a wrist breaker.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Now here's Wall. Passes to Kennard. Shot from the wing. Now here's Wall. He's covered closely. That shot off. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Noel. And Covington sends it back. Kennard for 3. The shot comes out. And Minnesota now the other way. Prince wide open. Misses the 3.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And Batum throws it down.
And a little slam dunk from Batum. That'll work.
Here's McLaughlin. Covered by Wall. Here's Noel. Trains the 3-pointer. Noel's got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Pass to Kennard. Clippers need to get off a shot. And here's Covington from the arc. The shot, no good. And Minnesota now the other way. Pass to McLaughlin. Now here's Reed. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The shot's good from Kennard.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Here's McLaughlin. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Offensive rebound. Reed. Here's Noel. No good on the triple. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Kennard's shot is off. Now here's Reed. Kennard covering.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. The pass to Kennard. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Kicks it out to Covington. Pass to Wall. Outside, Batum. Minnesota with the rebound. Reed's got his fourth rebound in this one. Pass to Morris for the lead. Nailed from three-point land. And the Clippers lead by 1.
And if you give Batum some time to survey the floor, he'll find an open teammate.
Prince, that's for 2. It's stolen by Morris. Outside, Covington. Trying to find Batum. He's got it now. Kennard for 3. Minnesota with the rebound.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Now here's Anderson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The Clippers shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Covington kicks to Kennard. Back to Covington. Clock at 6. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Covington's got his first 2 points.
Good to see Covington get in there and challenge the defense.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. The Clippers on top, up by 3. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Clippers leading by 3. The guard and off guard filled by Jackson and Powell. On-court spots are the deadly George and Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to George. And rejection by McDaniel. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Timberwolves trail by 3. Russell left side. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
That's his third personal foul. First team foul.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one. And Los Angeles guys shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. Pass to George. Kicks to Powell. There's the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Oh, great work by Edwards to get up court in a hurry and get himself a bucket. Can't let those fast break opportunities get away.
Powell in the high post. Edwards there. Left side Jackson. 4 on the clock. Powell the pass to George. Launches it, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
After committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that.
The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Teron Lewis, he talked with the team. He said he just wants them to play faster. It feels like they've been too lackadaisical with the ball and that their aggressiveness just isn't there right now. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Gobert with a screen on Jackson. Russell with a wide open look. Sinks the triple. Russell's gotten the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves. Jackson passes to George. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Back to Russell. Towns for 3. Oh, they get it back. And George gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Now, here is Russell. For 3, Edwards. It's rebounded by Leonard.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Shot to stop the run. The Clippers get another chance here. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. It's George on the wing. 6 to shoot. Down low. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from Kawhi Leonard.
I mean, this is a battle-tested young player. Leonard's willing to put the team on his back when they really need a bucket.
Russell dishes to Gobert. Leonard with the steal. Edwards against Powell. The pass to Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. Russell passes to Towns. Stolen by Jackson. And here comes Jackson, leading the fast break. Kicks it out to Leonard. To the inside. It's stolen by Gobert. Nick Daniels with the ball. George picks him up. Oh, Leonard in position. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's McDaniels. Passes it to Gobert. Here's Russell. Towns sets the pick for Russell. Left side, Towns. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Unreal. Big Cat, one of the game's great scorers, also deadly in the clutch.
George dishes to Leonard. And he drives in. And the rejection by Towns. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. 30 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Powell finds Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. And here's George for 3. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now.
Now Russell. Outside, Towns. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
Here's Russell. Count it.
Such a critical part of how their offense is.
David, thank you as always.
start.
The three-point shootout champion. Thanks, Allie. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the point.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And these two teams really get it done on the offensive end. Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
Pass to Gobert. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
Moran against Russell. Outside Moran. Inside. Here's Adams. He can't get it to go. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Russell with the ball. Guarded by Moran. Towns for three. Here's Gobert. Adams grabs the miss. Outside Bain. Fires from deep. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You were so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
Adams inside, defended by Gobert. And it's Adams missing.
More often than not, cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
Outside for Russell. Goes back up. Another miss by Minnesota. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
The Grizzlies have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Outside Moran. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And they get it back. Down low. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Russell finds McDaniels. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Terrific read on the part of Russell that time. Scanned the court, spotting the open man, and then whipped it there for an easy bucket.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Outside Moran. On the wing, Brooks. Pass to Bain. Just 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Boy, I like the fact that's intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be in their face all night long.
The Timberwolves trail. It's Edwards on the wing.
Oh, that was something else, man. Wow, showing some power.
Oh, some serious power to finish that one off. Outside Moran. Kicks it out to Jackson. Jack's up a 3. They get it back. Another shot. Launches a 3. He drops it from range. Jackson's got 5.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
On the wing, Bain. Back to Moran. 4 on the clock. Pass to Jackson. Soft touch off the glass. He has 7.
And Morant is a natural leader, someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Russell into the lane. McDaniels from long range. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson, the pass to Morant. The shot. Jackson can't get it to go. Here's Towns. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 8. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this.
And please give a big round of applause for the Pharos.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves.
Boy, in sync with his teammate on that possession. Well done by Towns on that pass.
Outside Morant. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score. I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Pass to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. And he drives in. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
Brooks with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Hey, great communication on the lob.
Nice touch on both ends of that alley-oop.
Hey, when he let go of the pass, I had no idea what he was going for.
Neither did the defense.
Pass to Gobert. That shot's good. Russell making the play.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Bane. Outside Morant. Adams with a screen on McDaniels. Shot clock at 5. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Yeah, always a good idea to throw it up to Adams and let him stuff it.
Russell, the pass to Towns. Back to Russell. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
Throws it up high. And Edwards slams it in. You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
Great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
Towns, a screen on Morant.
2 minutes remaining in the half.
Left side, McDaniels. Driving inside. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts. The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. There's a minute 40 left in the second quarter. Brooks outside. Back to Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Some consider Adams to be the strongest player in the league. He never backs down from a physical challenge.
Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Towns. 4-3. Russell to pass to Towns. Off the mark there with a 3. The Grizzlies shooting very well, 62%, and going right at the defense. McDaniels against Morant. Brooks outside. Over Edwards. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. And it's Russell on the drive. Here's Towns. The kick out to Edwards. Shoots over Morant. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. The 3 from Bain. On target from range. Bain's got 6.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Jackson to pass to Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. Here's the 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And that's part of what makes Jackson Jr. so dangerous. He's great inside, but can also shoot from the perimeter.
Here's Russell. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Memphis feeling confident. 18-point lead to win that quarter. They're communicating well.
31. Fans, put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwockies.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Nice game. Strong performance by Jaren Jackson.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then there's Danny Green. Then it's Xavier Tillman. And it's Aldama in at the 4-man position. Pass to Reed. Anderson with it. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
First free throw is good.
At the line for your Timberwolves.
Both shots good from the strike. Memphis has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Stolen. And they're on the break. Here's Noel. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Transition basketball. The most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, B.A., they should really stick with what they've been doing.
Outside Jones. Out to the wing. Here's Aldama. That one no good. And Minnesota the other way with it now. Pass to Anderson. Here's Brent. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Conchar. Here's Aldama. Fires the 3. Conchar, good. And the Grizzlies lead by 18.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent pass.
And he's going for the lob. A slam dunk by Reed.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow. Now a strong finish to seal the deal.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop to loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Outside Jones. Pass to Aldama. On the wing, Green. Shot clock at 5. No good from outside. For Minnesota, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter.
When you take a look at the former second-round pick, Danny Green, he's done a really nice job carving out a lengthy career in the league. Love the energy on his drive. The defense didn't expect that coming from him.
Jordan, congratulations. First personal foul. First team foul.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Conchar, outside Jones. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jones has got 4 points in the quarter. And for years, Green has proven he can be counted on. He's a key piece on some title teams, Mark.
Yeah, he's got multiple championship rings to vouch for that, to speak to that. I mean, he's the definition of a 3-and-D swingman. Actually may have been one of the guys that were looked at in creating that definition if you go back several years. He's provided lockdown defense wherever he's been and timely shot making too.
Tillman misses.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for your Timberwolves.
And he makes both free throws.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Outside Jones. And he's going for the oop here. Throw it down on the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a 10-point pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
6 to shoot. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. To the paint. Pass to Tillman. Here's Aldama. From deep. Green with the ball. Launches it. He buries it from 3. Green's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. To the inside. Anderson. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Outside Jones. Pass to Aldama. Shoots over Anderson. And so it's Memphis liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up. Tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Filling in the wings, Edwards and...
Oh, my! I mean, just hard on that one, B.A.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
And here's Jones. Pass to Conchar. Two points. That one goes. And the Grizzlies lead by 15. Russell against Jones. Russell, pass to Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Fires the three. Gets the three to fall.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Russell against Jones. They set a pick. The three. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Out on his own on the break. Left side, Edwards. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Memphis has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. Here's Conchar. Here's Aldama. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get ugly. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Steven Adams.
Yeah, and it's not surprising. He's really going at the defense inside throughout the entire game. Just showing the D no mercy whatsoever. And constantly feeding him the ball, clearing out, letting him do his thing.
Well, it didn't start out with him being in this crowd's crosshairs, but as the game went along, he kept pouring it on him. It's safe to say they don't want to see this guy anywhere near their arena for a long, long time. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He was animated in his approach. He said, quote, "You guys understand the moment. We've been here before. The next few possessions could determine who comes out of here with the W. Let's make sure it's us."
Thank you for that, Allie. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
Yeah, the other thing they're doing is absolutely scorching the net. Red hot from outside all game long.
Here's Morant. Up top, Bain. Plenty of space. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Right side, Edwards. Pass to Towns. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Stolen by Russell. Edwards for three. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Brooks outside. Now here's Morant. The three ball. Hits the trifecta. And the Grizzlies lead by 15.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Towns down low. Jackson on him. Gobert passes to Towns. Russell from outside. Edwards for three. Gets the three ball to go. Edwards has got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
Jackson against Gobert. Brooks outside. There's the three. And they'll get another chance. McDaniels against Morant. Off target from outside. So it's Minnesota now. A 12-point game. Towns for three. The rebound by Jackson. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. On the wing, Bain. Fires for three. And the ball out of play. Timberwolves will have it. Russell with the ball. the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time that...
And the Clippers looking good as they came into the arena before the game. Now, Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
And the Clippers starting five. The guard and off guard, filled by Jackson and Powell. On court spots are the deadly George and Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the... Five down low. So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. George looking over the floor. Fires from deep. Jackson against Morant. Jackson misses.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
There's the lob to Jackson.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. 4-point game. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Now, here is George. And good that time.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
Morant against Jackson. Shoots from 12. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
Now, here's George. And a miss there on the triple. Brooks gets to Adams. Jackson from long range. That shot, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. Leonard inside. Jackson on him. Nobody near George. That three off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Bain. Passes to Adams. Outside for Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Powell for three. Good on the triple.
Norman Powell has become lethal from deep. Fantastic shot.
Morant outside. In the corner, it's Bain. Turn around, Jay, and it's Morant. That time on the assist by Bain. Morant's got his second bucket. Leonard looking around. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Strength, body control, and focus. Kawhi showing it all right there.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart play.
And Adams with the slam.
And he's one of those guys you don't have to call plays for. Steven Adams is happy to eat the leftovers.
Pass to Powell. Spins from outside the arc. Grizzlies with the rebound. We've got 1:08 left here in the first quarter. Dylan Brooks seems like a very spirited player, but he plays with a lot of emotion.
I've heard coaches say he's the team's biggest cheerleader, whether that's game time or practice. Kevin, he loves to motivate his squad to be at their best.
And here is Los Angeles now. Grizzlies making the shot. Here's Jackson. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Able to switch gears at a moment's notice. Jackson beating his man off the dribble.
Morant outside. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Brooks dishes to Morant, and it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
27 seconds left in the first. Knocks it loose. Leonard with the steal.
Good eyes by the defense. Clearly, that's not where he wanted the pass to go, and he's frustrated.
George passes to Jackson. Leonard on the wing. With 2 seconds left, he takes it up and lays it in. Leonard's got 5.
The decision-making of Leonard could have hit the roller, but already had the shot he wanted.
And Memphis with another turnover here. It's a tie game in Memphis, and the second quarter will be on the way when we come back.
12, your Grizzlies, Houston. It's that time, Grizzlies.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
Jackson against Morant. Pass to Adams. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. And George is good for 3. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Always a threat to get to the rim. This time, Paul George pulls up and buries it.
Morant kicks to Bain. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Los Angeles.
For me, it's all about playing downhill. They've been making it look easy to find penetration in this one, attacking the lanes and forcing the issue with the D.
You also have to admire how they challenge the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Now here's Leonard. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. George from deep three-point land, and Bain pulls it down. And so it's Bain with it. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies, trailing by 5. Let's go. Here's Jackson. The shot, no good. Empty that time from Leonard. Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games. This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
Bain against Powell. Outside, George. Jacks up a 3. And the Clippers miss again.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well, because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Zubac finds Leonard. For the 3. And Desmond Bain pulls it down. Memphis trailing here. Lobs it up there for Brooks. Up high to stop the alley.
Showing off a little chances of there. Fun watching Brooks get up high on that alley-oop.
Leonard against Jackson. Outside, George. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Memphis on defense. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. George passes to Jackson. Back to George. 4 on the shot clock. Powell for 3.
I love how aggressive Bane is on defense. He doesn't give his man much room to work with.
Here's Brooks. Morant outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
I can't believe he missed those shots. Wow, he is usually lights out from there. You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Morant outside with the drive. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
How much mustard on that hot dog do you really need? I know he's going for the big finish, but he didn't need to do all that.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. First one falls for him.
The all-around game Paul George possesses is so special. His versatility is what makes him so valuable.
56 seconds left in the first half. Morant looking around. Dishes it to Adams. And he makes that one.
Throwing his weight around in the painted area. Steven Adams doing damage.
Outside, George. 32 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. It's Powell on the wing. Guarded by Bane. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the triple. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Powell with the steal. Unhindered, going all the way. And the dunk by Zubac.
Look at Norman Powell taking away that opportunity. He knows when to try his luck on defense.
There's Jackson with the 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time.
Your Grizzlies 20. The Clippers 24.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game it's been so far. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Batuma's out there with Morris. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the 1. Now here's Brooks. Robert Covington unable to get his last shot to go.
He's a big target with long arms. Just throw it up there, and Steven Adams, he will go get it.
Here's the pass to Kennard. Count the basket. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Can't let Kennard get this close. Once you do, he's going up with it.
And the NBA has favored three-point shooting here as of late,
which has made players like Luke Kennard very valuable in the process, GA. The lefty stroke of Kennard is a thing of beauty, and he shoots the 3 ball with such confidence.
And an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Now here's Wall. No points in the game yet for him. Outside Batum. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Here's Aldama. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
At the line.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. The lead is 2. Ball against Green. Pass to Tillman. For the tie. No good on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Now here's Kennard. And the foul called on Danny Green.
Danny Green.
That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Now Wall. Kicks it to Batum. Lock at 6. From the arc. It doesn't go for him. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Pass to Aldama. Here's Conchar. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And the dunk by Batum.
And just taking pride in being their leader. These passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Jones against Wall. And the basket by Jones.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim.
The Clippers in the lead. Wall with the bounce pass. Kennard for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Tillman. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Conchar. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
Woo, he got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Wall is screen on Green. Here's Covington. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Showing some tenacity on that take. Robert Covington with the athleticism on that play.
Jones against Wall. There's Green with the 3. That one doesn't drop. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Kennard for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Kennard's got 5 points now this quarter.
A knockdown shooter with excellent range. Kennard gives your offense the floor spacing it needs.
.32 seconds left in the third quarter. And that one's good. Green.
A tremendous catch and shoot player. Green showing he can create space off the dribble as well.
Now here's Kennard. He's guarded closely. Covington finds Kennard. Covington setting the pick for Kennard. Covington with the bucket.
And the handles Covington has are impressive, slicing and dicing through the defense with ease.
And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we've reached the end of the third. Los Angeles on top, leading by 4. Live from the... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Jones, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Kennard up top, guarded by Green. Kennard against Green. And he uses the glass on the way home.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
Thank you, David. Poked away, stolen by George. Leonard with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. It's Powell on the wing. Offline with his 3.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
George up top. Brooks covering. 13 feet away. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The defense on George a little too tight there, but to have any chance against him, you have to challenge him.
And he sinks the second. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Morant outside. There's the lob to Jackson. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Powell. Jackson dishes to Powell. Jackson kicks to Powell. Outside for George. Just 5 on the clock. Over Morant. And again, no good by the Clippers.
This and that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The creativity from Morant, always inventing new ways to score.
And there's the pass to Powell. Back to Jackson. Ball's knocked loose. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Paul George with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Powell with the ball. No good there with the step-back J.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down and try to get some easy ones.
Desmond Bain is a good option in these situations. Way to come through.
Jackson against Morant. Outside, George. Shoots it. Zubac trying to break loose. The shot, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
His rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Right side, George. Inside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Shakes him and finished off by Morant.
Tremendous effort from John Morant, letting his team know they can rely on him.
Jackson with the bounce pass. Leonard against Jackson. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. 13 foul.
1:31 left in the game. Leonard the pass to George. Off target from three-point range.
The thing is, you want to do everything you can to help your team, and sometimes you just try to do too much.
Jackson kicks to Morant. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. And here we go. The coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
The previous play is under review.
The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it, double-checking, and the game continues on.
1:11 left in the fourth. Here's Bain.
Desmond Bain showing no nerves.
The Clippers trail. Jackson with it. Outside Leonard. It's George on the wing. Leonard with a screen on Brooks. George back to Leonard. Got it.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Out to Morant. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you got to protect the ball.
This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
And here's George for 3. Kept alive. Passes it to Jackson. Outside, George. Jackson setting the pick here for George. Clock at 4. Over Brooks. And it's off the back rim. No good. To the middle. Out to Morant. Got it up in time. Shot is good. But oh, it looks like this one might get reviewed. Very close on the release. Well, they are going
The previous play is under review.
did not release it in time as the officials originally ruled. Well, they had thought they had the game already won. Now they've got their fingers crossed.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And they're going to count it. After looking at the replay, they ruled that he got the shot off in time. GA, they won it on the buzzer beater.
You talk about...
thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard in the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the one spot. Timeout called the Clippers.
Well, you think about the resurgence for Karl Anthony Towns in the 21-22 season. Selected to his third All-Star game, he actually won the three-point contest, and consider in the regular season, 50, 40, 80% shooting. Really sound basketball.
Covington's checked in for the Clippers. Now here's George. Kicks it out to Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Covington. Takes a three. No good there. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. And for Towns, team success was the biggest change for him in that 2021-22 season.
It was, B.A., because when you consider out of his first 7 seasons in the league, it's only the second time his team finished with a winning record. But Towns is looking to make that a regular occurrence from this point forward.
Now here's George. Zubac with a screen on Edwards. George. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Paul George, one of those players the media appreciates because he doesn't give you pat answers. When you ask him a question, he is thoughtful and is honest. Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
Here's Towns. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Now Los Angeles with it. The 3, George. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
And we know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doris.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a 3-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
Now here's George. Off target at the rim. Outside Russell. Towns finds McDaniels. Lets the 3 fly. No good. And the Clippers will come the other way. Covington inside. He's against Gobert. That's good from Covington. On the assist by George.
How about the handle of Mr. Robert Covington? Nicely done on the dribble move.
Edwards, the pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Leonard against McDaniels. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Russell.
Because Kawhi Leonard has such a well-rounded offensive game, it's easy for him to put the defense in a bad position, draws contact there.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Now here's George. And the jam by Covington.
As good a scorer as he is, we know that Paul George is not a ball stopper. Excellent decision right there.
Jackson against Russell. Oh, George with a steal. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. And the jam by Covington.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Graham.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Now here's George. Pass to Covington. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Russell. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Here's Edwards. Russell finds McDaniels. Here's Edwards. Takes it inside. And Edwards slams it in.
You better get out of the way. So much power from Anthony Edwards on that drive. Look out.
Floats one. And Gobert with a block. Russell from outside. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now. George with it. Down guarded by McDaniels. Out to Covington. Takes the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. We've got 33 seconds left in the first. Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Outside Russell. Let's go with a 3. The kick out to Edwards. Oh, he's way off from outside. The Clippers in the lead. Outside Covington. Jackson outside. Back to Covington. No good. Misses at the buzzer. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game.
Your Timberwolves defense team.
Man, it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards, and it's McDaniels in at small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Leonard outside. Shot clock at 6. It doesn't go for him. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Here's McDaniels. Shot from the low post is good.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Leonard against McDaniels. It's George on the wing. Back to Leonard. Into the lane. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. McDaniels passes to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Pass to Jackson. Now here's George. Takes a 13-footer. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
All by himself. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Well, speed, intelligence, touch. Kawhi Leonard has it all.
Left side, Edwards. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Leonard passes to Zubats. Zubats with a screen on Russell. George for 3. Minnesota with a rebound.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Jackson against Edwards. And they recover it. Towns passes to Russell. From downtown, Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. The Clippers trail. Tries to save it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. George outside. Leonard outside. And there's a pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over McDaniels. Leonard can't get it to go.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
They get it again. Outside for Russell. Another miss by Russell.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Here's Russell following the score by the Clippers. Towns for 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Clippers have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Out of bounds, the Clippers will keep possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Now here's George. Pass to Zubac. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Minnesota has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Edwards, a pass to Russell. A shot to stop the drought. Towns for 3. The ball's knocked loose. Gobert finds Towns. Money on the 19-footer. Towns has got 7 points in the game.
What a sweet shooting big man is Karl Anthony Towns. At 6'11", always ready to rise and fire off the catch.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of
13. The Clippers. 12.
Just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, you got to appreciate the hustle he's shown on the glass.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. Oh, a good look from Zubac. Kept alive. George. Second shot opportunity. Oh, and Reed with a block. Inside. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
This guy is a fantastic finisher near the hoop. Taurean Prince with an emphatic 2.
Pass to Leonard. It's George on the wing. From outside the arc. And the Clippers miss again.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Here's Noel. Here's Prince. Sends it home from three-point land. Prince has got 5 points in the quarter. Nowadays, switchable defenders are in demand. But we see smaller guards like Chris Paul, Kyle Lowry, Fred VanVleet. Doris, these are very capable defenders.
They are, B.A. They also happen to be very prideful competitors. So undersized guards take offense when you try to post them up. And the players you just mentioned, IQ, toughness, and heart, they all enter the equation.
Now here's Jackson. For 3, Covington. Reed with the rebound.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Anderson drives. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's George. Minnesota with a rebound. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. Outside, Anderson. Over Covington. And that one's long. The Clippers have gotten off to a rough start. Now 0 for 5 in the second. Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Ty Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament.
Now here's George. Covington finds Leonard. To stop the drought. Fires in the triple. Leonard's got 6.
This guy loves to help his team space the floor. You have to respect Kawhi's range. He will make you pay.
Pass to Anderson. Over Covington. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
Now here's George. Stolen by Anderson. Down low. Here's Prince. Uses the glass on the layup. Prince has got 7 points for the quarter.
We talk often about Taurean Prince's range as a shooter. Let's talk about athletically the ability to get in transition and get easy opportunities. Nicely done.
Here's Leonard. Here's Zubac. Second chance effort, and he takes it up and lays it in.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
And looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team.
And the Clippers have possession after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Pass to Covington. From behind the arc. Clippers keep it alive. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there.
First team foul. Substitution on the board.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's George. Out to Covington. Clock at 4. Back to George. Over Edwards. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Minnesota in the lead. Now Russell looking for his first basket, still in this one. Top of the key. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Stolen by Russell. Towns on a screen. The shot by Russell, no good. And here's Leonard. And so it's Minnesota closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Great team defense. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Pass to Leonard. There's a screen. George for 3. And the dunk by Leonard.
Well, very hard to deal with Kawhi Leonard in the pick and roll. His mobility allows him to be an effective roller.
Russell against Jackson. Here's Edwards. Perfection. Beautiful stroke.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. Leonard up top. Back to George. There's the triple. The shot comes out. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Russell with the ball. Tries to break his ice. Covington grabs the board. Covington's got his 4th rebound in this one. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
From deep. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 11. Towns for 3. Cranes the triple.
Well, this ability of Karl-Anthony Towns to knock down threes makes him even more dangerous on the post. He's got such a well-rounded offensive game.
George passes to Leonard. Takes the 3. Karl-Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Gobert with the bucket. And it's a 12-point Timberwolves lead.
Feed Rudy Gobert down low. Watch him cash in.
Leonard on the wing. McDaniels covering. Outside Covington. Leonard with a screen on Towns. Here's Covington. Back to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Outside Covington. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Leonard can't get it to go.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
The kick out to Edwards. Shoots over George. Edwards can't hit.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the backboards.
That one rocked this arena.
That's the kind of dunk right there that makes you think he's going to rip down the rim. It's Edwards on the wing. The 3 is up. Rebound by the Clippers.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Jackson for 3. Here's George. Pass to Zubac. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 5 assists in the game.
This is one of the many things Paul George has done to help their offense. Effective ball movement.
Towns for 3. And no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Jackson attacking. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the 4th quarter. To the middle. To the left side wing. Towns for 3. That's good. And now he's 5 for 11 in this one.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Timberwolves.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Karl-Anthony Towns.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Outside Russell, pass to McDaniels. Towns for 3, drills it from deep. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level. Boy, forget about keeping it simple. He went for the high degree of difficulty on that lay-in.
Now here's Russell. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward. Now, Bain. After Anthony Edwards missed from long range.
And ball goes up and Adams comes down. The anticipation skills, knows where to be to finish that play.
Passes it to Edwards. From downtown, Edwards with another miss. It's Brooks on the wing. Morant against Russell. Morant kicks to Bain. From deep. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And since coming into the league, Desmond Bain, Richard, has quickly established himself as a knockdown three-point shooter.
Yeah, his accuracy and efficiency from out there is incredible. The spacing he provides is why he's a key part of this team.
Here's Morant after the basket by Minnesota. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
The agility, the athleticism. Morant sometimes, I don't know, he just seems unstoppable to me.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Back to McDaniel. A crossover. Out to Russell. This one for 3. No good that time. And Memphis the other way now. Brooks, the pass to Bain. Outside Jackson. Morant outside. Just 4 to shoot. Those three-pointers off the mark. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now, you just need a bucket to get some momentum. Yeah, the defender all over.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Morant scanning the floor. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Out to Brooks. Jackson against Towns. Jackson misses. Deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 1. Gobert with a screen on Bain. It's Russell with the drive.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Edwards finds Russell. Three-pointer. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Good form on the jump shot. Russell's ability to stretch the floor makes him even more valuable.
The pass to Jackson. Bain against Edwards. Outside for Jackson. The 19-foot shot. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Russell against Morant. It's Edwards on the wing. Over Bain. The kick out to Towns. Adams trying to free himself up. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Gobert.
And few 7-footers in the league have Towns' shooting touch. This is a guy you want to create for time and time again.
Jackson passes to Bain. Back to Jackson. Out to Brooks. Memphis moving it around. Another shot. Morant dishes to Adams. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. There's 37 seconds left here in the opening quarter. It's Edwards on the wing. Right wing. McDaniels finds Russell. Back to McDaniel. Passes it to Russell. Now Edwards. Shot clock at 3. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Memphis ball.
Russell against Morant. And stolen by Russell. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 3. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
When you're the more aggressive club, good things tend to happen. We'll see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. Morant with a wide open look. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Morant's got 5.
Just taking what the defense gives him. Morant keeping it simple on offense. I love it.
Pass to Towns. Russell against Morant. Towns kicks to Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Drills the three-pointer. Russell's got the lead up to 6 now for Minnesota.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
There's the lob to Jackson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Love watching Jackson on the receiving end of the alley-oops. He definitely won the athletic locker room.
Russell looking around. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. He kicks it to Russell. Lets the 3 fly. That one's not going to go. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Payne. And then jammed down as he goes right over Anthony Edwards.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson, 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
The 19-foot shot. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Russell against Morant. Kicks it to Brooks. Outside, Payne. No good on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Morant with the steal. Payne with it. He's picked up by Russell. And it's Brooks in the corner. A 3 ball. It's rebounded by Towns.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Russell against Adams. Russell kicks to McDaniel. Shot clock at 6. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Brooks the pass to Bain. Over Russell. The fadeaway J off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 5. Pass to Edwards. Towns at the elbow. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Out to Morant. To end the drought. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. McDaniels with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Here's Towns. And then Karl Anthony Towns with the jam.
And you see Big Cat that has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
Morant against Russell. And finished off by Morant.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Russell against Morant. There's the pass to Edwards. Back to Russell. To the left wing. Gobert with a wide open look. No good with the triple.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Morant finds Jackson. Moves back up. And the rejection by Towns. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Timberwolves on top, up by 5. Time now for the halftime break, with the 3rd quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Here's McLaughlin. Guarded by Morant. Reed the pass to McLaughlin. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
All right, everyone. That was your Grizzlies team. Let me hear you.
Outside, Jones. Passes to Conchar. The 3. And the 3 ball is good. Conchar's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here in this 3rd quarter, just over a minute play. Left side, Anderson. Plenty of space. Out to the right wing. Inside. Here's Prince. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
No good on the free throw.
At the line for 2.
And the second free throw, good. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Outside, Jones. Pass to Tillman. And that's a foul called on Naz Reid. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Conchar, the pass to Green. 5 to shoot. For the tie. Drills it from outside. Green's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
Prince misses. Memphis has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Outside, Green. Driving inside. Aldama passes to Tillman. Jones looking for an opening. Memphis needs to get off a shot here for the lead. And it's Green missing. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half.
And how about the impact that Green has on his teammates?
He's been doing it for over a dozen years. A 3-point specialist and a starter for the majority of his career. Great veteran presence for them to have in the locker room.
Pass to Aldama. Here's Tillman. Guarded by Reed. Tillman's shot is good.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Here's McLaughlin. Defended by Jones. The kick out to Anderson. Beyond the arc. Buries it from 3-point range. Anderson's got his first 3 points of the game.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Over to the left wing. Here's Conchar. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Memphis shooting their second and third free throws tonight. That free throw missing.
At the line for Memphis, John Conchar. At the line for Grizzlies.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
And lost his touch right there. Didn't see that coming. Usually, when he's hot, he stays hot.
Prince, right side. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Outside, Jones. To the inside, Tillman. No good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. And the pass to Noel. Launches a 3. Conchar pulls it in. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Jones kicks to Green. Pass to Aldama. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Grizzlies shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. No good on that one.
At the line for Memphis.
Good on the second free throw.
This team thinks they should be up in front, but at least they tied it up.
Timberwolves have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. Pass to Anderson. Here's the 3. Pass to Noel. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Prince, the pass to McLaughlin. To the left side wing. Here's Noel. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's Conchar. Here's Tillman. Oh, missed it. It's a tie game in Memphis. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
The Timberwolves, 26.
Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Here's Jones. And so in the game for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the 1. And the wide open shot from Green. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
Grizzlies foul. Tyus Jones. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Free throw good, Russell.
Substitution on the court.
Left side, Towns. He kicks to Russell. Back to Towns. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Towns. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game. There's a lob to Jackson. Morant outside. Kicks it to Jackson. Now the pass to Brooks. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Bain to take the lead. And they'll get another chance. Towns with the steal. From past the arc. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside, Bain for 3. Good, and a nice assist for Morant.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
Outside, Edwards. Back to Russell. Over Morant. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
That's a 2 from Towns. Out to the right wing. McDaniels kicks to Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. Tries it from the top of the key. Towns, no luck.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And Adams with the basket on the assist by Brooks. Now it's a 7-point Grizzly lead. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. He feeds it to Edwards. And they get it. The kick out to Towns. And it's Russell in the corner. Traps in the tray. Russell's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, the leadership skills on display there. Getting it done when it matters most. D'Angelo Russell.
It's Morant with the drive. Brooks, left side. There's the dish to Adams. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And finished off by McDaniel.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
A floater, and it's sent back by Russell. It's tipped. Stolen by Brooks. Adams, the pass to Morant. Towns with the steal. And now Minnesota on the fast break. They now take the lead. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves. Russell against Morant. Here's the lob to Adams. Doesn't go that time.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
58 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Morant outside. Feeds it to Adams. Back to Morant. Just 3 to shoot. Brooks from outside. The Grizzlies with another miss.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that
situation. And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Morant against Russell. Brooks outside. Jackson from long range. Can't get the three to fall. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, that's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Now Russell. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
throwback to the old days of the NBA when big men ruled.
Well, the game has become so perimeter oriented. These guys have a lot of skill, and they're going to be able to operate inside a phone booth, and we'll see if these big guys can find a way to dominate uniquely in the way that they bring their offensive prowess.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Morant. Pass to Adams. So it'll be 2, and they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People will worry that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was...
The previous play is under review.
2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
5 to shoot. Such a wide open look.
This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from the jump.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Now here's Leonard, driving to the basket, lays it up and banks it in.
Well, what makes Kawhi Leonard so effective on those kinds of drives is the kind of pace he goes at it with. He's able to decipher the defense and knows where the help is coming from, and yet he still scores.
Here's Morant. Jackson, the screen. Morant, no good. Now Los Angeles with it. George drives in, and the jam by George.
How about the handles of a guy like Paul George at his size being able to rip around and has total confidence in his ability to score.
Now here's Morant, outside Bain. It's tipped. Oh, stolen by Morant. To the inside. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Adams. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, Adams back in the paint. That's where he lives.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Jackson can't get it to go. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Out of bounds, it'll be Memphis's ball. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Outside Morant. Pass to Adams. Tipped. Powell outside. Oh, there's the alley. And George with the jam.
It felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
George against Brooks. Morant with a screen on George. Outside for Morant. George outside. Jackson for 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Well, the defense wasn't ready for Jackson to pull that quick one.
Memphis trailing here. Outside Morant. Pass to Bain. Takes a 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard outside. George outside. And George with the jam.
Well, keep it or dish it. Those are the decisions Paul George is trying to make, and he makes the right one there.
Morant against Jackson. Outside Morant. Looking to end the run. Pass to Bain. Shot from the top of the key. gets it to go on the assist from Bane.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
George against Brooks. Out to Leonard. The three. And it's Bane with the rebound. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Morant. The rebound by Jackson.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And now the Grizzlies on the run. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bane.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Leonard against Jackson. Leonard passes to Zubac. And stolen by Morant. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
And Morant drops them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Clippers on top.
And your Clippers, Houston team. And check out
Yeah, this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
You don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Powell and George are out on the wings. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. And it's Jackson in at the 1. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Powell passes to George. Kicks it out to Jackson for 3. A perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And Jackson showing off a little bit of his range that time, so confident in that release.
Morant against Jackson. Outside Morant. Inside. And the layup falls. Jackson's got his first 2 points.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Jackson on the wing. Out left to the wing. 5 on the clock. Powell passes to George. Three-pointer, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
You know, Paul George, really a true two-way player in the NBA, gives you so much on both ends, so you get all-star value offensively and defensively. You think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
Yeah, B.A., you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100%, a priority for him and the team.
Here's Adams, and it's slammed in by Adams.
And Steven Adams just a wrecking ball down there with his size and strength on the offensive glass.
Leonard outside. Lets it go. Adams grabs the miss.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Jackson pass to Brooks. Payne with it. Guarded now by George. Morant with it. Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
George outside. Down low. Poke loose. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
George drives in. Tipped away. Here's Leonard. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Outside Morant. Pass to Adams. Outside for Morant. Adams with a screen on Jackson. Morant, the pass to Jackson. It's stolen by Leonard. Powell for 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Now it's a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
Paul George doesn't just score. He can pass it as well. He's a great all-around player.
Morant against Jackson. Jackson, a pass to Adams. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 7 tonight. Brooks against George. Powell for 3. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Brooks finds Morant. And here's Bain. 4-3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Leonard for 3. The shot no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Up top, Jackson. He's guarded by Zubac. Bain, no good. George outside. Leonard outside. Back to George. And the first half comes to an end. Thanks very much, Allie.
Your Clippers, 22. The Grizzlies, 17.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
On the court for Memphis, Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Xavier Tillman. Then there's Danny Green. And it's Aldama in at the 4-man position. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
First team foul.
Here's Tillman. Pass to Jones. Now here's Green. Little turnaround. Good work there as it goes.
And I love that move for this guy. When he's in rhythm, that's money.
Kennard outside.
Grizzlies foul. Santi Aldama. First personal foul. First team foul.
And so here are the Clippers. 3-point lead. Here's Wall. Banked it in off the glass. Wall's got his first bucket in this one.
Assertive play by Wall inside. Pushing hard to find himself a shot.
Here's Conchar. Defended by Kennard. Pass to Aldama. Five to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Here's Conchar. No good with the triple.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
Here's Covington, and he lobs it up top. Green with the ball, guarded by Covington. Pass to Aldama, fires the three. He can't hit that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
Kennard can't get it to go. Timeout called. Memphis.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Mark is checked in for Memphis. Memphis has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Outside Jones. Pass to Clark. This one for three. And another miss by Memphis.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Kennard can't get it to go. The Grizzlies have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. To the paint. Here's Green. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
He could be a tricky cover. The defense gets caught overreacting, and Green takes advantage.
Danny Green at the line for...
And he's good on the second. The Clippers in the lead. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Beyond the arc. And Kennard with the three. Kennard's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Jones against Wall. Jones, the pass to Green. Back to Jones. Pass to Green. Clock at 6. They get it back. And here's Clark. Tries again. He takes it in. And he lays it in.
He gets inside right when he sees the opening. Got to attack when you have that chance.
Kennard outside. From deep three-point range. The offensive rebound. Lets it go from deep. That one doesn't drop. Now Memphis takes it the other way. 58 seconds left in the third.
It's a great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Now here's Kennard. Can't connect from long distance.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Kennard on the wing. Basket counts. Kennard's got 5 points in the quarter.
And the team likes to use Kennard as a floor spacing kind of player, but he decides to do damage that time inside.
Left side Jones. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup.
And he waited for the last possible minute to get that one off. Made a sick adjustment right before he let it go.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Clippers ahead. They're up by 1. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
It's simple. Turnovers mean you lose shot opportunities, and your opponent can get easy hoops.
And from the sideline. Let's catch up with Allie.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He told them to be more careful about their selections, saying, quote, don't force it at the arc. If it's not a good look, don't risk it. Move the ball, attack inside. Use your options.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. Hal and George are out on the wings. And it's Jackson in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Morant. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's on Norman Powell.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
And the second free throw is good. Now Jackson. Kicks it to George.
And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brent.
FBA, with all of that experience, is able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
Jackson, the screen. Morant with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. And that one's good. Morant.
So explosive coming off the screen. Morant is sudden and deadly.
Jackson against Morant. And the dunk by Jackson.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Outside Bain. Pass to Adams. Jackson with it. Let's go with a 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Brooks against George. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Brooks, the pass to Morant. And he lobs it up. Here's Jackson. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, BA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Second team foul.
Outside Morant. Morant with the slam!
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Powell outside. 3-pointer. Brooks with the rebound. The Grizzlies have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. And he lays in the alley-oop pass. And it's a tie ball game.
Can you say prime-time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Leonard against Jackson. Leonard with a screen on Brooks. George. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Over to the left wing. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over. We've got 1:55 left in the 4th quarter. Morant against Jackson. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Shot clock at 6. From deep, Bain. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself. And Powell putting the team on his back and coming through.
And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game. finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
Well, they've also put an emphasis on driving inside in this game. The defense hasn't been able to stop them from finding those gaps.
Here's Leonard. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
And Morant with the basket on the assist by Brooks. Morant's got 11 points here in the second half. 54 seconds left to play in the fourth. It's George with the drive. Pass to Leonard. Back to George. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. Outside Morant. Off target with the three. And so here are the Clippers. Powell passes to Leonard. For three, George. Oh, nails the triple.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that. They're a huge possession, and he nets it.
Outside Morant. Launches it. He's off from three. So it's the Clippers taking the W in a close one. Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight.